What up, guys? Totally random video, right? But I just kind of want to show y'all some of the things that I be doing with my time other than just talking about the end of the world in the Bible. So this weekend, we got the Durango with the Hemi 5.7. Y'all, she's got some miles on it. 180,000 miles to be exact. So to keep her running as long as she gets gonna run, no spark plugs. Yes, this thing takes 16 spark plugs. It's supposed to be 100,000 mile spark plugs, but I think I changed them. I probably change them like every 70 to try to keep the gas mileage looking decent. So we're going to do spark plugs. We're going to clean out the throttle body. Take off the cold air intake. Spray it out. Make sure the throttle body's nice and clean. Everything's running smooth. I'm going to go with the oil change. We're going to hit it with that knockoff Lucas lubricant additive. And once the spark plugs get put in, we're going to seafoam it. Probably throw some of the oil, half of a can in the oil, let it run for about 5-10 minutes. Try to clean everything out. So another thing about these Durangos 5.7s is that the transmission is supposed to be lifetime transmission, and I had never changed it because I thought that it was lifetime. So I bought a transmission pan, and the filter is inside with the magnets. I don't know if I want to change it though, guys. It's got 180,000 miles on it, and I've never done it. I bought it when it had 50,000 miles. So, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't want to change it. And I got this. And it's this is $150 worth of 8 and 9 speed ATF transmission fluid. The pan was $100. And if it was easy to change, it's just like a Chevy or anything else, I would. But this one has a really specific way to change the oil. It doesn't have like a fill. There's no transmission fill. So I'd have to use this. But I'm actually a little scared, guys. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if I do a transmission flush on a transmission with 180,000 miles on it, a lot of times those shavings, and that's what keeps the transmission running. I mean, I have no problems with shifts. It shifts good. The paddle shifts work. I can get on it. All that stuff, no problem. But I don't know. I don't know. I already spent like 200 something bucks for the fluid and filter. I don't know if I want to change it. I think for now I'm just gonna leave it. But I'll show you a little bit what I got going on. I don't want to hear nothing, but the garage is an absolute total mess. Look, I was a mechanic for 15 years. Rebuilt transmissions, rebuilt motors, pretty much any diagnostic stuff. Motor starters, brakes, I've done just about all of it. And now I'm just getting older, so I'm not doing quite as much, but this is just maintenance just to keep this thing running because I don't want a new car note. I'll show you a little bit of the garage. Nothing fancy or anything, but it's an absolute mess. So this is the Hemi, right? I've got this side, let's see. I've got this side almost changed. Coil packs. I don't know, can you see it? I can't see what the camera can see. Coil packs. 2 spark plugs per cylinder, that's your 16. So I've changed these 3. Let me come over to this side. I know I've been rigging, but I'm gonna change these. Hopefully it'll give me a little bit better gas mileage. This performance air filter needs to go, but I'm too cheap to spend the 80 bucks on a new one, so I might just clean this one off. I'm gonna take this one off, clean out the throttle body, spray it all out, do a good oil change. PVC valve looks good. Yep, it's still clicking. PVC valve is good. No vacuum leaks. Everything else looks good. I am going to change out. Is it low? No. Is it low? Oh, it's low, y'all. I've been hearing a little bit of a like the power steering whine, so I'm gonna change that out too. Oh, so the garage, it's a mess, y'all. It's a mess, right? So I don't know, all my yard crap, more crap, airtight inflator. Let's see. Toolbox. That's my toolbox. All my tools, my baby. That's my roll cart. Look. You're not a good mechanic if you don't have a bunch of just crap like leftover parts and screws and stuff. Bluetooth speaker. Let's see. Some wrenches. Miscellaneous. Wrenches. Pipe expander. This is the collection of just shite. Trying to make more space, so I hung up some stuff. Got had a fishing poles up there. The hacksaw. That's my buffing and polishing stuff. That's the charger for the battery packs. My welding helmet. Let's see. This is my new Yes welder, and I use it to put some exhaust tips on my Mazda. Let's see what else we got. You gotta have your own fridge. That's where like the beer and my stuff goes. Mr. Buddy Heater. Well, it's just space for water purifier. I don't know. Preps and other crap. There's the generator. Just crap. So this is the garage. And I don't know. I'm just gonna get back to tackling these spark plugs. So, hey, y'all, look, there's so much stuff going on. Look, there's the cartels. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm just being a wimp or if I'm thinking too much, but I'm seeing issues with a lot of stuff that's happening, and a lot of stuff has to happen, and I'm glad that it's happening, but the deportations, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. The deportations need to happen, but I don't know. I don't know. Right now, what you have is a blitzkrieg. You've got pop up. I don't know, just pop up deportations happening here and there in different states, and it's almost causing a panic. And I know if you're illegal, you're basically a criminal, and you should go. But I'm not hearing any backup plans for who's going to be picking the fruit, who's going to be processing the meat in the meat plants, the chicken and the pork plants, who's going to be doing most of the construction, who's going to be doing most of the garden. I'm not hearing the backup plan for that. And if it's going to be AI, then it's, I don't know. A lot of stuff's coming. A lot of stuff's in the air. We're going to see what happens. I trust you, Milwaukee. I'm gonna finish getting these plugs. I want to make sure I got all those plugs tight. Macco spark plug rings, because you have to have it. That's the first one. Make sure these last two are tight. Yep. Y'all, I used to love working on my car. I mean, I used to love it, but now I'm getting older. I'm like, ugh. Look, if you're gonna do a job, you gotta have the right stuff. Spark plug boot protector. Basically just a little dielectric grease. Okay. Put this on the tabs. Alright. Those back in. Alright, so we got one side done. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I first started, listen, the most important rule of being a good mechanic is to not tear stuff up. If you can master not tearing stuff up, you're a good mechanic. I can't tell you first learning out how many bolts I've stripped, helicoil, just how much stuff I tore up my first year being a mechanic. And just over the years, Seriously, one of the greatest skills of a mechanic is knowing how to not tear stuff up. So a lot of your screws, a lot of your nuts. Oh, and I got the compressor over here. I didn't show you that, but y'all, any screws you always want to hand. You want to hand start first and foremost. You gotta feel it. Being a mechanic, you gotta feel stuff. You know? Like that one. That one felt a little funny. So, yep. Okay, we're good. Okay. Macro. Where's my number 10? 8. Jeez, if I lost my number 10, I'm so just that. Macro tools. The other 8 spark plugs. Yo, where did I put my 10 at? I'm about to be so pissed. Why is it? Oh my God. Hey. Oh, stop that. Where is number 10? Number 10. It's gone. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's get these locked in. One thing that I do love about these Hemis, it's got good power, it's got good torque. I got the pipes on it with the big tips, so it sounds good. It sounds mean. It's got a little growl to it. But these Hemi 5.7s, they are like the most plain Jane motor ever. It takes 87 gasoline. If you put anything better in it, it's not gonna change. It's gonna do the exact same thing. Just give it 87. Just give it a basic oil change. Even the spark plugs. Champion, Amazon special. Where are you gonna find 16 spark plugs for $53? Now, I think an upgrade is the NGKs that I have in my Mazda Speed. That's my Mazda Speed with the big turbo, 470 horsepower to the wheels. 470, and I built that bad boy. 470 to the wheels. That's not 470. Look, I will eat a 392 SRT Charger up because they say they have 500 horsepower. Now they may have 500 horsepower, but what's going to the wheels is the question. It's probably gonna be a 450, maybe. That's 472 to the wheels. To the wheel. On the Speed, because it's front wheel drive 6-speed, because it does have so much power and torque, I had to upgrade the tires. So I had to buy some super soft, sticky racing Kenda tires for the front. It helps with the traction. My next. Oh, I like how you sounding, buddy. Problems, don't want no issues. Y'all, there's so much stuff going on. Look, so y'all know I'm UAP UF on that. It won't auto start with the hood open, but since I got half, I got those A-plugs and I want to make sure everything's smooth. go ahead and get the other side done. I don't know if I can bring it in a little bit closer or not. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it done. Let's see if I can bring it a little bit closer. I don't know if it'll work or not, but we'll try it. We'll try it. See if I can bring it a little bit closer. This is what your boy just done. This is what I be doing. So I still don't know if you can see it. You probably still can't see it. This was gonna be tricky because of the cold air. Because of the cold air intake. It's gonna be a little bit trickier, but I guess I should take this off too. We'll breathe it. This is what I do. And I was actually thinking just because of the price of vehicles is so much, and this thing has so many miles on it, I was actually thinking about rebuilding it. I was actually thinking about rebuilding it. At 180,000 miles, it's still running strong, and most of the Rams, the pickups, and most of them are lasting 220, 230,000 miles once they change the oil on it. But I was thinking I could rebuild it. Yo, I'm missing a screw. What in the world? Right, I'm missing a whole screw out of one of my cold pads. All right, let's just get it. We ain't got time for all that. Yeah. So this is what my Sundays look like. I did some yard work yesterday. Cut up some dead bushes that were out in the front. Trimmed up the yard. Edge mowed. But mostly on Sundays, what I'll do is wake up, have my coffee, and then I've got to be on the computer. Normally I'm doing paperwork for the therapy visits that I did the previous week. So normally I'm on the computer for 2 or 3 hours doing paperwork, get everything together, make out my schedule for the next week. Then normally I'll cook a meal or something that I'm gonna eat for like the next 3 days. So today, once I'm finished with this, I'm gonna go back in and get started on some good old red beans and rice with sausage and cornbread. Cook that. My clothes are washing. I need to put them in the dryer right now. And normally, let's see, it's 12:30. So normally 4 o'clock, I've got time to just actually sit down, maybe watch a movie, just debrief, maybe get on YouTube, see what's going on, do a little bit of research, something like that. Maybe watch a little church on TV. And then 7 o'clock-ish, oh, this is no good. 7 o'clock-ish, I'll call my patients for the next day and start to make sure that it's okay for me to come on out, and that's what I do. That's why a lot of times when I make my videos, it's like I'll have like 10 minutes to stop before I gotta be to my first patient in the morning, so I'll stop at like a park or a parking lot or something. I really need to start trying to make more time for videos, because things are picking up fast. I was pretty happy with the condition of my old sport, but this transmission is really, it's bothering me. I don't want to change the filter and change the fluid, and then the thing starts slipping, driving funny when it's not right now. I don't leave a comment. Anybody who watches it, leave a comment. Tell me what you think I should do. I've got all the parts. That looks good. And the procedure to change the transmission fluid is an absolute pain in the ass because it doesn't have a fill tube. You literally need to jack up the car on all 4 wheels, gotta take out the drain plug, put it, let it go and dry for like 10 minutes. Once it's temperature operated, so once you hit a certain temperature, then the fluid starts to come out, and it's a whole mess. To add fluid, I've got to be underneath of it, and I got two scanners. So I'll have to scan the temperature of the transmission fluid because it'll only suck in the transmission fluid when it gets to a certain temperature. I ain't playing with you, buddy. You got to come out. So, yeah. I am gonna do a video later on about I'm gonna do a VR video. We're gonna go to the gun range, VR. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out. Let's get some tools. Going to the range in VR. Hey, I'm gonna tell you. What is going on here? One of the things that I like about the VR, going to the range, shoot houses up in VR, is that you literally have to go through the motions. Like you literally have to. We'll make a video. We'll do a video later on. I can record while I'm doing it so you can see what I'm doing. But you literally pick whichever gun you want with whichever optic, light, so scope or whatever, and then you go through the shoot house. And legit, like each gun only holds so many rounds. So when those rounds are out, you legitimately have to. You're holding it. You legitimately have to take a hand off, push the button, eject the mag, grab a new mag, put it in, flip the gun over, and rack it. There you go. So for me, I think it helps with muscle memory more than anything else. I'll tell you, well, this one's tight. The pain with this thing right here is just that it's so damn sparkly. I put them in too tight, guys. Golly, Josh, what are you doing? My back's gonna be talking to me tomorrow. That's another reason I don't do a whole lot of mechanic stuff no more. I'm getting old. This one feels super tight. But you gotta come on out there, brother. You can't stay. There you go. You can't stay, bro. Since there's so many of them, what I'll do is I just do it in sequence, one side at a time. Take off the core packs, all with core packs, then go in and loosen them all up. Instead of just doing like one at a time. You know, I think when you get older, you lose a whole lot of patience. You lose patience for a lot of stuff. So I just don't have the time to be wrestling with all of that stuff. We ain't playing that game. That's how it was. I can remember when I was a mechanic working in the shop. Let's see. Probably wondering whoever I worked for. I worked for. I went to technical school in Georgia, Gwinnett Tech, automotive technology. First job was Pep Boys, tires and oil changes. Then from there I went on to Tires Plus, which was tires and oil changes, and then brakes and alignments. I was the guy in the shop running around with a sledgehammer and a torch, getting bolts red hot so I can break them loose, doing the alignments on the alignment rack, make sure everything's straight, steering wheel straight. Then I did that for 3 years, the brakes and alignments. Then I went to CarMax, and that's when I started to step it up as being an actual tech. Got a couple of ASEs, brakes, alignments, powertrain, steering and suspension. Then I went to Toyota. I was at Toyota for a while. That was fun, but I just got tired of it. And I decided to find something in the medical field. I do consider myself a jack of all trades. I've got an associate's degree in automotive technology, and I did that for 15 years. While I was doing that, I went back to school and got an associate's degree in audio engineering, Omnitech Institute in Atlanta. Opened a studio, recording. I recorded artists who had small budgets with their label. It's like rough copies, rough edits, just practice before they went to the bigger studios. So, So I know how to set up studios. I know how to record. I know how to work Pro Tools. I know how to work Cubase. I know how to work a lot of the Premiere recording softwares and stuff. I'm pretty proficient. Got a little setup upstairs, but I don't have time for that. So. But this is what I'm doing, guys. And it's just something a little different. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'll probably turn it off. But I'm gonna finish getting these plugged out. Let's see. And for all the haters who say you shouldn't put spark plugs in and you shouldn't take them out with one of these Milwaukee's, bro. Like I said, being a good mechanic, it's all about the touch. So what I'll do is, it was time for this one to be changed. I see it. Yeah, they held up. Oh yeah, they held up well, but it's time. So I'll use this to start, and once I get close to where I'm supposed to be, I'll slack up on it so I'm not like cracking or breaking spark plug, and then I'll hand tighten. Same way I'll loosen them by hand and then pull them all the way out with this. Just speeds up the process. Let's go. And there's certain two. Oh, this one. Look at that. Look at that one. That one is. I don't like the way that one looks. And the gap has to be. The gap has to be 0.044. Let's check it out. I'll show you the difference. So the gap for this Hemi, and the gap is the distance between that electrode and that bent metal piece. That's where the spark happens for the combustion cylinders. So for this one, they want 0.044, that distance. Now my Mazda Speed that has a super big turbo, this gap has to go down to damn near touching, because there's so much air and so much boost in the cylinders that it'll blow out the spark. Just a little something. Yeah, it's definitely time. It's definitely time for these plugs to be changed out. But all right, guys. So I'm not gonna bore y'all anymore. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna do the video in the shoot range with the AR, with the VR later. But just be safe, y'all. Things are happening at breakneck speed, pace. It's hard for me to even keep up. It used to be when I got on YouTube, I had to dig and search for interesting stuff that's actually happening. But now it's just, as soon as you get on, it's an overload of things that are happening so fast. But prayed up, prepped up, just be safe. Peace out, y'all.